situation, we're starting the broadcast for the main Atlantic session for Tuesday, July 4th, 2017. But this is like the very, very end because we've already went, 2 hours, 2.5 hours without doing video indexing and everything, which is perfectly fine. I mean, we don't need to do live broadcasting for every single session. A recording, any type of recording is perfectly fine. But the nice thing about this is it automatically goes on YouTube. And it helps you can see the screen sharing, and it's good for different types of trainings and things like that. So let's just add this on here. So step 10 is click the start broadcast. All right, so then step 11 is comes in here. So you come back over to the video manager and you click on the session name. So go back to video, go back to YouTube. All right, so then step 11, and that'll take you to the live feed and you actually see that it's working. Click on the video link for the live feed, right? So you can check that the live feed is working, which we just did. Right, so step 12 is you get the link. And so you want to get the link to the live feed. Copy and paste link to live feed. So I would go ahead and put this at the top of the notes under recordings. So now we have another recording. So this is the YouTube recording. So at this moment in time, we have 2 recordings on my computer going right here. 1 and 2. One's been 2 hours, the other one's 44 minutes. These are both audio. We also have the audio FC freeconferencecall.com recording going on here. Right, and we have the YouTube recording. So right now there's 5 simultaneous recordings going on. Let's say, let's say Lucy was recording as well as James was recording. We could have like 5, 10, 15 recordings all going on simultaneously of all the buddy teams, of all the different breakouts. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So
I'm asking.
Yeah.
We have a buddy team, so I need also to put my recording on, and also James put on, or other person who are together on recording on that buddy team.
Yeah. So
each put his or her recording.
Yeah, I mean, each buddy team just needs one person to record, so you just want to make sure somebody is recording. But, I always record. So if someone else is recording, I'm also going to be recording. That's just my habit. So there's nothing wrong with having duplicate recordings. You just link both recordings at the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's also possible to create other additional YouTube channels. Like you can have your own YouTube channel. I think it's important to have the shared Google channel, but I also do like Jay's community work channel because I just do so many recordings. It helps keeping them all in one place. We could have channels for a buddy team. You could have like, here's all of our buddy team YouTube stuff, right? Or you could have a channel for just the Eurafrica sessions, or just the Nigeria sessions, right? So anyways, that's how that works. So then the last thing here is that when you click the share button, and you get, this is the shortened, so this is the long version, www.youtube.com. This is the short version, and this is how you do the video indexing. So we come back here, the last step, copy and paste link to live feed for recording at top of notes. Step 13 is copy and paste short link within the quote share button for the video index. So this is the only link that works for the video indexing. And so this would go to the video indexing section itself, which is right here. And so that's for video indexing. We started the video, and then we could look at the start time. This is basically 5 minutes ago. So if you do 27 minus 5, it would be 12, 20, 22. So I would note down here that we started at 12:22 a.m. Australia time. And I guess that would be technically step. Well, no, we can put that as the same step. So, and note the start time. So I mean, obviously you can see that the easiest thing to do is a local computer recording. It's very fast, it's easy. The only thing that makes it complicated is you actually have to upload onto the internet, either on your Google Drive or on the server WordPress. There's a couple different ways to upload. The free conference call HD is great because it automatically is uploaded for you, which is really cool. So that one's pretty easy. The YouTube one is obviously the most complicated. There's like 13 steps. It's a lot, but the cool thing is that you can actually share and record your screen to the world for all of our buddy teams and all of our sessions. So I mean, I do, you know, of every 3 recordings I do, there's 1 YouTube recording, right? So every time I record like 3 or 4 times with either the local computer recording or the free conference call HD recording, one of like 4 or 5 times I do a YouTube recording because it's a lot more complicated. It takes a lot more effort, and it's just not necessary. Like the only time you really need to do a full screen YouTube recording is for like planetary sessions and some of the main sessions if there's going to be major trainings that need to be recorded so that people can watch the trainings later. You know, so this particular training could be recorded on a YouTube session in the future to go through all the different steps, but it's really not necessary. I mean, you can just read through this pretty simple without needing to watch a video.
Yeah, that's very simple, very simple.
But we do need to index this into a recording doc that will be clicked. This would be put into the, you know, link this new doc to the communications. So if someone could take this task on, that would be great. And then we'll have this for everybody forever.
Linking all this.
Say what?
Linking the today document.
I know we want to index this training. So we just went over recording and video, like how to record the 3 different ways. So we, instead of just having this in some random Main Atlantic session Tuesday, July 4th notes, we want to create a new doc, right? So into a new doc, call the doc like, you know, recording sessions doc, right? And then take all of this, link all of this, copy and paste all this information from our notes into the new doc, link that doc here, and then link the doc to the communications doc so people can find it forever into the future.
Okay, I'll do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Lucy. All right, any questions about recording?
I'm satisfied with what you showed us today.
Cool. Yeah, and it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot that goes into recording, but it's just really important. You know, we have to be recording our sessions so that they are so that we're accountable. And technically speaking, we're actually not allowed, like under our policies of the FCON Community Network, as a community, we're really not allowed to interact without recording.
Wow.
Right? So it's like that's one of our policies, that if you're gonna go have a buddy team meeting, you need to document it, right? And so the minimal version of that is at least taking notes, but really it should be recorded to make sure that people basically can't go and do behind closed doors discussions.
Yeah, because for me, I had a challenge of making sure that my live stream was live, and now you have showed me a different way of doing it. Because I was downloading softwares. These softwares, they are consuming a lot of memory in terms of
I've actually
RAM.
I did a lot of research. I probably have used like 4 or 5 different live stream models. And this YouTube model just works the best. It's super easy. It directly live streams to YouTube and then saves the video on your YouTube channel forever. And it's just like automatic. So it's great.
Because I have I don't know this software called XSplit. I think XSplit broadcaster, and it is consuming a lot of memory when I run it. So this way, I know this is an easy way because I don't have to download anything.
Yeah, and it's just a Hangout window, right? So it's just like, I mean, the thing that's the hardest on my computer is that when I'm doing a broadcast, right, I'm in the Hangout with all of you guys, and then simultaneously I'm in another Hangout window for the broadcast. So there's actually 2 simultaneous Hangout broadcasts going on with 2 simultaneous screen sharings, right? So if we needed to reduce bandwidth for like a buddy team or whatever, you could move your buddy team from, the permanent link to the live Hangout link. And you can get directly into the live Hangout window, and then you would only have one Hangout window open, but you need to link that to the notes so that everybody has access to it, which in this case is linked right here, is the live Hangout link. So you could directly get onto the live Hangout link, or the main Hangout link, or the secondary Hangout, etc., etc. The other thing I want to note that's important here is that of these 3 models of recording, the YouTube recording is the only one that automatically finalizes the entire recording process in real time at the beginning. Because I already have linked here the YouTube recording, and I never ever have to deal with it again, right? So this one right here for the audio recording is just 2 minutes, right? A 2-minute test, right? So we're gonna have another audio FCC number 2, right? This would be 2. But I can't get this until after the session is over. So after the session is over, I have to stop these 2 recordings and then upload them. And then I have to get the recording for the FCC audio by going to the Free Conference Call HD backend, right? So again, there's a whole bunch of work that has to happen after the session to make sure that the local recording is linked to the notes, or that the free conference call recording is linked to the notes, whereas the YouTube recording is already linked after you follow these 13 steps. So that's like one thing that's really cool about the YouTube recording, is that it's done, whereas the other 2 you still have to do it, right? So afterwards you still have to link the audio for them to. Awesome. All right, so why don't we check out, and then we're done.
Okay.
But first, let me stop the training. So I finished the training, and so now I hand it back to Lucy and James, and you guys can like finalize your facilitation.
I think
and you would just
finalize on video tracking for Atlantic with the James.
Yeah.
Or we're not, James, are you going to eliminate tracking?
Always, I was born ready.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes, Jay, you want to say something?
No, just checking out. I guess my checkout's pretty much the same. I thought this was good. I'm glad we got another training in. Glad we got another training in. I definitely am behind on a lot of work, like, you know, a little overwhelmed. Like, it's good to do the training, but like, I don't know how to get people to understand that we have to get the overall priorities done before we do all this training, because it's just like, it's like great that I'm doing the training, but it's like the overall priorities aren't getting done. So if all the overall priorities were done, we would have done these trainings months ago. But it's like people are not helping get the overall priorities done. And so I end up having to do it on my own. And then it's like, you know, I don't have time to do the trainings. You know, so it's like if people all just helped focus getting the overall priorities done, we would have more than enough time to do endless trainings. Cool. Awesome. All right. I am done. Check. Do you guys want to check out too, or what?
Yeah, I would love to check out. Okay, so for me, we have this is one of the most wonderful sessions I've had in a long time, because I finally learned about YouTube streaming, which has been like a headache, and it feels good because now I know that tomorrow when I'm having a session with a person, I won't have to worry about doing the indexing or the recording. So for me, I'm really happy. And thank you, Jay, for sacrificing your time. So
yes, likewise to me for sure. I'm so glad and happy. I've been really waiting to even try. I went to YouTube channels. I record one. When I tried to make another one again, it was like, what? Waiting for this day. So happy, and thank you, Jay, for what you have been doing. I think.
So Jay, I think I want to check.
I think we're done. So why don't we just stop? I'm gonna get to work here. Actually, I'm gonna take a break for a little while and then get back to work. But I'm gonna stop all the recording.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop. Oh, you have to remember to stop the YouTube broadcast.